If you currently don't have a virtual address for your LLC, you're likely opening yourself up to a huge security risk and missing out on several other benefits they provide. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step guide on how to set up your virtual address in 2024 so that you can make sure it's done correctly. And I'll be revealing at the end of this video which virtual address I'd recommend using. Choosing the right address for your business comes down to key factors, including money, location, and business type. I've helped thousands of clients choose the best address to their business using 3 factors. I've also tested, compared, and interviewed all of the top virtual address companies, so you don't have to. And in fact, I will share my favorite one later. First, let's look at where the virtual address fits into your business. Your business, whether LLC or corporation, has 3 types of addresses: your registered agent address, principal address, and mailing address. The registered agent address is the address of the registered agent. If that is you, then you would need to use your home address or the address you're physically located throughout the week. If it's a third party, it would be their address. The principal address is your main address, the address that is used for public filings and tax records. This is the address that anyone in the public can find easily. The mailing address is the address used to receive business mail. The principal address and mailing address can be your home address, brick and mortar address, PO Box or UPS, or what I'm covering today, a virtual address. So what is a virtual address? Well, it's a real street address that businesses can use without the need to physically occupy the space and can have massive benefits, which I discuss shortly. Here's how it works. You select an address from a virtual address service provider. The service provider receives your mail and packages at the chosen address and often offers mail scanning, forwarding, and package handling as well. Some providers also digitize mail, allowing you to access it online through an online dashboard. Whether you're an e-commerce business or a service-based business, the virtual address can provide many benefits. A virtual business address can provide a professional image, boosting customer trust, despite operating online. Having a physical address in a prestigious location can significantly enhance your business's credibility, and even most banks accept virtual addresses. Second, it allows for a centralized location for all of your business correspondence, even if you're running your business from different locations or even different countries. All your mail and packages can be received at your virtual address. This helps in maintaining consistency and ensures that no important communication is lost. The third point to consider is that a virtual business address can provide a physical address for returns and customer inquiries without revealing personal information like your home address. This is particularly beneficial for businesses operating out of their home or private spaces. It keeps your personal address off the public records while providing a point of contact for your customers, thus maintaining your privacy and security, reducing the risk of identity theft, and most importantly, protecting your family from unwanted visitors. This all sounds great, but how do you get a virtual address? Before I show you my step-by-step process, I ask that you hit that subscribe button below. I upload videos each week on legal strategies to help you grow your business and avoid lawsuits. So how do you get one? Well, first, determine what type of business you will be operating. Are you a service-based business or a product-based business? If service-based, will you strictly be online or will you meet clients in person? If you're products-based, will you be receiving inventory or will you be more of a drop shipping or Amazon business where inventory is just stored somewhere else? Defining your type of business and goals and objectives will help you choose the right service provider, which I discuss later. For example, if you're selling products and expect to have a ton of inventory, returns, etc., you need an address that can handle this volume. Quick story, I had a client that did e-commerce and did very well. As she grew and grew, she quickly needed to add another address that could handle the inventory load. She ended up spending thousands of dollars to move the inventory to another location and address. So if you plan to sell products and grow, keep that in mind when looking for a service provider. If, on the other hand, you provide services, do you expect your clients to show up at the door or look up the location at your address? When I started with my law firm, our virtual address was located within a shipping and packaging center. We had dozens of clients that randomly showed up to drop off documents and ultimately became super confused. We actually lost a few clients because of this. So if you expect this to happen as a services provider, consider having an actual virtual address in a commercial building. Second, now it's time to find a virtual office service provider. With your business type and goals in mind, as well as budget, look for a provider that offers a service for your needs. Consider these factors. First, business needs. Not all virtual business addresses are created equal. Some providers offer a simple address service, while others add in extras like access to physical office space, meeting rooms, or even administrative support. Some have mail forwarding, mail scanning, package handling, or access to meeting rooms. There may be restrictions on packages that can be received at the office location, depending upon the virtual office provider. Some virtual office providers may only allow members to receive regular business correspondence, while others may allow members to receive packages of all sizes from all carriers. It's important to research and choose a virtual office provider that offers the package receiving capabilities that meet your business needs. And if you're an Amazon seller, some providers go above and beyond to allow Amazon to accept the address, which I discuss later in my recommended providers. Second is pricing. Review the pricing plans and options for each provider, taking into account any additional fees for mail forwarding or other services. Some might offer a bare bones service for a lower price, while others could offer like a bundle and additional services such as mail forwarding or telephone answering. It's crucial to weigh the cost against the value you're receiving. Reputation. Check online reviews. Look for customer reviews and testimonials to gauge the quality of service and customer support provided by each virtual address provider. Contact the provider's customer support to assess their responsiveness and helpfulness before committing to any service provider. Third, flexibility. Remember, this isn't just about getting an address, it's about a partnership with a provider that can support your business as it grows. Make sure the provider can be flexible as you grow or if you move. Some providers will even allow you to transfer your account to a new address when moving. But if you're looking to add multiple businesses to one address account, just keep in mind that's not allowed. You'll have to get multiple addresses. Fourth, length of the contracts. Some providers offer short-term monthly contracts, while others might lock you in for a longer period of time. What happens if you no longer need that virtual address? Could be 6 months, could be a year. You may not want to be locked into the contract for that long. Fifth, registered agent address. If you are planning to be your own registered agent and use the virtual address for the registered agent address, there will need to be a receptionist to collect any legal papers. Otherwise, you're gonna need to use another physical address like your home or hire a registered agent. Sixth, legal compliance. Make sure the virtual address provider can fulfill any legal requirements for your business, such as opening a bank account, or in the case of Amazon sellers, verifying the address. Seventh, locations. Each provider has a wide variety of locations available, some with more than others. You don't have to choose a location that is in your city, which is one of the perks of using a virtual address. Choose a provider that offers virtual addresses in locations that are relevant to your target market or desired business presence, as well as convenience to your house, if that's important to you, which brings me into the next step, picking the right location. But before we choose a location, please hit that like button if this video is helpful so more and more business owners like you get the help they need with legal strategies like this. Step 3 is choosing a physical location for your virtual address. Now this may seem like a simple task, but it's far from it. The location you choose says a lot about your business. It's a reflection of your brand, and like I said before, could actually cost you clients if the right location isn't chosen. If you are going for, just say, the professional vibe, you could pick a premium postcode and gain presence in a sought after or popular area. On the flip side, if your business is rooted in creativity, perhaps an address in, just say a thriving arts district would be more fitting. That's why it's crucial to consider your business goals when selecting your location. Are you looking to attract high-end clients, or do you want to position yourself as, just say, a local expert in your field? I also recommend choosing a location that is close to your home or is convenient enough where you could just pop in if you needed. And if you're an e-commerce business, you may want this to pick up your packages and inventory. After selecting a location, the next step is to register your business with your new virtual business address. If you are just starting out, this is pretty straightforward. Most providers have an online process to open an account, which you would do before filing any LLC or tax paperwork. Once you have the address, you can add it to your legal and tax documents. If you already have an LLC, it can be a little more complicated. First, you want to update your business address with your Secretary of State. This can normally be done by filing your articles of amendment online with the Secretary of State, with the state amending your LLC address. Next, you'll notify the IRS with the LLC's new address, and this can just be done with a simple letter to the IRS. You could fax it in or mail it in. Then make sure all your public-facing marketing and platforms contain your new address. Last, it's important to have your mail forwarded from your old address to your new virtual address. Now that you've registered your business, it's time to start using your new virtual address. And speaking of which, what is my recommended one? Well, taking into account all of the factors I mentioned before, there's one clear winner. However, there is a newcomer to the block that I would recommend as long as the location works for you and you won't require a lot of, just say, package handling if you're doing e-commerce and not Amazon. They currently have limited locations, so it may not work for everyone. However, as you can see, Northwest Registered Agents checks most of the boxes, especially for Amazon sellers. So what's the real winner? It's iPostal, as you can see. Being able to use all the features that a virtual address like iPostal offers is extremely beneficial for your business, whether it's a service or product-based business. But only if the rest of your business is set up correctly, and even if you haven't still started your LLC, don't worry. In this video right here, I'll walk you through how to do it step by step.